Okay, this is video number 6 on chapter 5, and we are going to start right here. By degrees, nor very slowly, her handiwork became what would now be termed the fashion. Whether from commiseration for a woman of so miserable a destiny, or from the morbid curiosity that gives a fictitious value even to common or worthless things, or by whatever other intangible circumstances was then, as now, sufficient to bestow on some persons what others might seem in vain, or because Hester really filled a gap which must otherwise have remained vacant, it is certain that she had ready and fairly equated employment for as many hours as she saw fit to occupy with her needle. Vanity, it may be, chose to mortify itself by putting on, for ceremonialists of pomp and state, the garments that have been wrought by her sinful hands. Her needlework was seen on the ruff of the governor. Military men wore it on their scarfs, and the ministers on his band. It decked the baby's little cap. It was shut up, to the mildewed and moulder away, in the coffins of the dead. But it is not recorded that, in a single instance, her skill was called in aid to embroider the white veil, which was to cover the pure blushes of a bride. The exception indicated the ever-relentless vigor with which society frowned on her sin. All right, so here we see the Puritans see the symbol of Hester's needlework, right? Of Hester's needlework. It's okay in the terms of government and politics, but where is it not allowed? In the cover and the blushness of a bride. So it's not allowed within the confines of marriage, because remember, that's exactly what she disobeyed. She disobeyed her marital vows, right? But the Puritans, they're like, oh, but it's okay. We can make sure it's okay that she could do stuff for, for the government and for the dead and for babies, but not for brides. Okay, so it's kind of an interesting point. All right, continuing on right here. Hester sought not to acquire anything beyond a substance of the plainest and most aesthetic description. For herself and a simple abundance of her child, her own dress was of the coarsest materials and the most sombre hue, with only that one ornament, the scarlet letter, which it was her doom to wear. The child's attire, on the other hand, was distinguished by a fanciful, or may we rather say a fantastical ingenuity, which served indeed to heighten the airy charm that early began to develop itself in the little girl, but which appeared to have also a deeper meaning. We may speak further of it hereafter. And so Hester in itself, she's wearing somber hue, so meaning like somber clothes, black or gray, very simple. Whereas the daughter, she's wearing very fanciful clothes, right? She's probably giving her best work to her daughter. And so that says something a little bit about Hester Prynne and herself and her relationship to her daughter. All right.